Today we are facing a new situation because the 19th Amendment, which was accepted by the National Executive Committee, where President and Prime Minister participated, has been changed substantially in the cabinet discussion. The executive nature of the constitution was to be repealed completely. That was the idea of the 19th Amendment. There will be a president, but only as a leader of the state, without much power. Certainly the executive power will be transferred to the parliament and thereby to the prime minister and the cabinet. That was the idea of the 19th Amendment. But now that has been changed. Certain powers are kept for the executive presidency, and thereby the transfer of the executive power to the parliament has been curtailed. And also there will be an election for the presidency. In the real proposal, the 19th Amendment has gone through the National Executive Committee. It will not be a elected post, but appointed by certain formula, certain arrangement. Now this change is a defeat for those who aspire to bring a democratic constitution. And the campaign against this democratic constitution has been launched by a section of the SLP, led by Nimal Siripala Silva, the leader of the opposition. We believe that he has been instigated by the defeated President Mahinda Rajapaksa and his fascist gang. This is a fascistic attempt to undermine the democratic power of the people. People in the last election for presidency gave a mandate to the President Maitri that presidential system should be completely changed and the democracy should prevail and the power of the people should be represented by the parliament and not by an executive president who could behave obstinately and against the wishes of the people. Now that promise has been broken to a certain degree. Still there is some curtailment of power of the executive presidency as it goes to the parliament in the coming period at the 19th Amendment. But in our Sama Samaja party, we believe that this is a setback, and in the coming period we will campaign to restore the original 19th Amendment as proposed by the Presidential Secretariat and the Constitutional Committee that was appointed for this purpose. Both the President and the Prime Minister are together with the idea that executive presidency should be completely removed and there should not be presidential election anymore. And then, while this is so, how can that the proposal was changed? Clearly, it is the pressure on the parliament and come from the oppositional leader of the opposition and the people who are with him. Now, in addition, there is an attempt to change the proportional representation system. As we have explained earlier, proportional representation system is the most system that is most just and fair to all parties and all groups. In a country like ours, where nationalities and religious groups are many, and it is a country where various interests are operating on cultural, national and religious basis. In such a situation, it should be a fundamental right for the people of this country to have a proportional representation and proportional system of selection. It is there now in the Constitution. What was wrong was the preferential system of selecting winner in the parties. That is where intruders came from outside political domain, and managed to creep into the parliament and elected bodies. That was the difficulty we faced. And in order to remove that, we should remove the preferential system. We all agree on that. Without the preferential system, still a party can select the people in a district who were dedicated to the policies of the party. They have to go through the electorate-wise voting and get the percentage of vote in each electorate. The percentage of vote in each electorate will give you how the organizer or the person who is in charge of the electorate has worked in relation to others. So that you can get the assessment properly by studying the voting pattern. And then on that basis you can select the best from the district. So therefore there is no necessity of preferential system, and the arguments are put forward for eradicating the preferential system, proportional representation, arguments brought for making changing the proportional representation by introducing some form of other election system is unacceptable to us, and we strongly insist that proportional representation should be kept.